Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video we're going through the Gold Coast versus Geelong game, in which Geelong just absolutely dominated this game and ended up running out winners by pretty much 10 goals in a game that I actually tipped Gold Coast in, which was looking so terrible at halftime. And in the end, the second half was like 46 to 27 or something like that, so it wasn't the worst second half. I think even they might have won the last quarter, or they got pretty close in to winning the last quarter as well. So it wasn't after halftime. It wasn't the worst hit, but three. So it was they didn't actually win the last quarter. 3 goals 2 to 4 goals 1 in the last quarter. But yeah, everything just went Geelong's way in that game, and deservedly winners. I don't know why I tipped Gold Coast in that game. That was a pretty poor tip. But anyway, we'll just jump into this video here. So Whitford is probably the only one that really stood up for the likes of Gold Coast in this game. She ended up on a 1-2-5 and 38-19, 39-29. She was just pretty big throughout the day. 29 touches, 9 tackles. She did her job. Rowan didn't give away as many free kicks in the game, but only ended up on 25 touches, 2 marks, 7 tackles. So she didn't generate as many disposals or tackles as she probably could have. So 94 for her. Daisy Darcy with 18 touches, 5 tackles, and a goal. And yeah, she did all right. She had some injury concerns as well. So for her to get out there for a 72, including about 30 in the last quarter, 27 in the last quarter, was pretty good from her. That could have gotten a lot worse. So for her to get to a 72, I'm pretty sure she was also on 64 at full time. So to get a +8 post game is pretty good. Bella, 68, she pretty much dominated in the ruck, but it didn't really matter in the end, as Geelong were just so good out of contest. Then you have McLaughlin Davies as well. I thought she was pretty good on, I believe, one of the wings, even though her height. Kevitt scored a 44. She continues to somehow just put up scores, even in the role that she has. She scored a 20 in the last quarter to put it up to a decent total. I'm pretty sure she might have kicked a very late goal as well, just to get that total up. Let's just look at the full timeline. Did she score the late goal or something? She scored a scored a goal 5 minutes into the fourth quarter to get her scoring up, and a 20-point last quarter. Bohannon, 2 goals 1 for a 43. Stanton, Wilson, Randall, Gavan, Lynch, Barwick, Clayton, Fitzpatrick, Moyer with a 26, so she finally didn't score well. Bersha, 19, McCrossan, 19, McConville, 10, and Memory, 3. And then you have here Morrison, 112. She was absolutely huge with that. She just did her job, and 112, huge game from her. And she ended up 25, 46, 21, 20. Bowen with 25, 6 and 4, 1 goal 2, a 98. I'm surprised about that, to be honest with you, as I don't even think she's playing necessarily on ball. For her to put up that number is pretty big. 0% CBAs through the first 3 games, so I don't know whether with Georgie Prispark is probably cooked, whether Bowen doesn't, if she was actually playing on ball or not. Webster with 21 touches, 5 marks, 2 tackles. She did her job for an 82. She's still going to be very very Maloney, 80 as well, 4 goals. She was just able to outrun any of the Gold Coast players. Crocker Grill, 71. Darcy Maloney, I think that is 67, 22 touches for her. Friswell, 62 points on a wing from 13 touches, 6 marks. She was just always in open space, and she kicked a goal as well. Pretty lucky at halftime that she was on, I think, 46, and then just decided not to bother in the second half with only 16. That probably saved a lot of us that don't have her. Parry, 62, so that's 110 for Friswell in the last 2 weeks, and she was probably majorly owned, which isn't the worst considering what's her break even's probably higher than 62 as well, 69 break even, so she's going to go down slightly in price. I'd say that's probably a downgrade, pricing down of probably about 25k or so she'll be primed for her double in a couple weeks time, probably, if we need to. And then Parry, Sermon, Scott, McDonald, 55. Kunjaka, 50. I thought she was actually pretty good for her stats of 50. I thought she was probably better than that, to be honest with you. Featherstone in the ruck, but basically playing as a 4th midfielder in her secondary ruck role. 44 from her. I don't think it's valuable in terms of AFLW fantasy, but it's just an interesting role, to be honest with you. Kenny, Rankin, Cairns, Darby, Emerson, Thorne, McDonald, and Kennedy. So, what do I think I take out of this game? To be honest, as I need have a little bit of time here. Whitford 125. As I said, I think I spent a lot of time actually on her 125. She's one that you could consider for the double, but then again, if we just look at her stats quickly again here, you'll see that she hasn't really gotten back to her best, I would say. This year, 90, 71, and a 125. That's going to put her most likely at, what's that, about 250 points, give or take. 251, I think, through 3. 251 plus 125 is 376. So that's going to put her around about that 96 marker, I think, give or take, or something like that. Or, yeah, something like that. So she'll be around that 90-odd marker. But I just don't think that she's valuable. If we go to Whitford here, she'll go up in price, but yeah, it won't be too good. So yeah, there's that. Rowbottom, I think she's still going to be valuable in her double. Darcy, 72, I think she's still going to be up there in the top defender bracket. She did get beaten by Webster, and I think Webster across 3 weeks has outscored her now. But they're very, very close, those two. So I think those two will be battling out for the top defender with like Carney and also Maddie Newman, I think it is, from Adelaide. But yeah, Webster will be one that I'll probably look to get on her double, from like a Finn or something like that. I just need to find some cash gen from somewhere. Yeah, so then you got Maloney, Kroger, Maloney, Friswell. Friswell, I don't know if she's going to be much value because I don't know if she's going to go 60 or 80 or even 40. She's has so much volatility in her scoring, so I don't know if she'll be necessarily value. So I think for double targeting, I would be just targeting probably Rowbottom if you don't have her, Daisy Darcy, and Webster. I think Nina Morrison could also be an interesting one. What she's gone this year, I don't think she's necessarily gone too well this year from memory. So I just want to see 86 this year with a 112. She'll be in and around that 90 marker, 90, 95 marker again as well, comparative to the likes of Whitford. I think she'll be just about 1 point down on average wise between those two. So yeah, around that 93, 94 marker. So I just don't know if that's necessarily value there, to be honest, when you can go for, I think someone else is going to pop up in that double week. But again, we still have, I think, another week for these two before they hit their double. So we'll see how they go. But anyway, that is the video there. If you did enjoy it, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload. And if you want to watch all my other AFLW fantasy content, you can click the playlist on screen at the moment. But that's the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.